Hello everyone, welcome to Europa, and welcome to my channel. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded an episode, and life just keeps getting in the way, but that's the way it is. But we now have most of the superstructure around us, with that little greenhouse box in the middle. We've got these really cool little walkways now. I'm hoping to be able to turn this into an airlock. So this is the tube mod. These are the small tubes. So there's the big ones, which are the walls around here. And we've got the little ones here, which make really great little walkways. So I'm not quite sure if we've got enough room in here to make it an airlock. But we'll see. Might be a slightly longer one if I need to put a box on the end of it, but it's available to us. But we're nearly getting to the point where we can seal up this big thing, and steel sheets are going out of control, so we'll tame them. So we've got the base frames to weld up. We've got a little bit of work to do up there. I need to move the solar panels because we've lowered the roof and they're just now awkwardly floating up there. So we'll get that going. But first, I don't think we're at the point where we've got enough sheets yet. Can't really take chance. Can't really remember how many frames I put down or how many I've already welded, but we'll aim for a stack. Very quickly go and swap the battery out. Probably grab a quick bite to eat as well. Now, I do have a tool printer to quickly build. We're going to need some of that. We're going to need to empty that. And here's a potato I prepared earlier. Very good. Some water. Yeah, we're going to automate this today. Because I have realised that these side walls don't actually allow sunlight through, which is a slight problem. It means we absolutely need a grow light. I mean, we need a grow light on this planet anyway. So, not a big deal. But we definitely need to automate this now. That up. Sounds like the winter is out of control again.
Oxygen low.
Oxygen's fine. Okay. You can stop now. I've got even numbers. I do according to printer. So we need to get that built. Iron sheets. There we go. Some I prepared earlier. There we go. Mainly because I'm going to need an arc welder. Steel, electrum, invar, solder. Have all of those things in various places. So let's get that sorted. I'm going to need a battery as well. This isn't looking very good. There's some more solar panels up there. And I realised that in here these weren't doing anything. So hopefully they'll do something now. And that something is a lot more than nothing. There we go, steel. No, not you. Just need it here quickly. So I can put the battery. We have the light. Can't remember if we had a light in the last episode. Now, inside is where I charge this. Did I get something for outside? Maybe I should. You need copper. Okay. That was really quick. Last cable. Okay. Charge off whatever's left in that. I don't know how much that's going to be. I can switch you off. You can always switch off for the moment too. So we've got the furnace all running, full of hot gas. Fun fact, it's got a vacuum inside the box. It's not a hot box, because filling that with oxygen creates an oxidizer, allowing chutes to burn when they hit their auto ignition temperature. So don't do what I did. Make a vacuum, and later on we can pump that full of hot CO2 or something else that's inert, just not an oxidizer. Good fun. So yeah, we're running out of power. That's only at 20%. But that's okay. We have the other one for the moment. It's not going to last. There we go. We're out. And we're nearly out. And we got a storm, which is good because we're not going to be nearly out. Oh, the timing of that is awesome. I'm going to just run in here very quick. And switch off our little light. Good. Now, I've had some mentions in the comments about why this is so slow, and yeah, completely understand. I usually have a full distribution network inside here, because we're only just starting out, and it was a brutal start as well. And I've really had a hard time finding materials. We haven't expanded this as far as normally would. But yeah, having different events connected from different cells speeds up that process because it's able to pull from all of them at once. So something to keep in mind. But yeah, at this point in time, we haven't really expanded that far. Not yet. I can't. I need it. Hold on. I think it's at info. If you need. And steel. Which one's the steel? That one. Okay, let's make one of those. The rest of these away if I close that off. Off so you're not wasting power. Oh, that's so good. Such a well-timed storm. We even nearly got discharged. There we go. Their arc welder. The problem is I'm not going to be able to charge it. Oh, that's fine. That's going. Got 90%. See how we go there. Now we're able to put that away. I'm going to need more sheets. Definitely more sheets. Oh, these are iron frames. Hmm. The original ones I put down. Okay, let's pop that battery out and get it charging. And you have the steel. Those. What do I need for a suit light? Easy. You're not one I want. You're the one. Massive. I probably have an iron sheet. Oh no, that's not. That's the one. Get your battery soon. Sure I won't lose the pill there. You're going battery? 80%. more or less. There we go, I've got that one little bit over there to fix up. We'll bring those down, but I'll do that between videos. That's on my crowbar. Force that shut. Force that shut. And we should be sealed in here now. Like I said, these parts in the middle don't... no, that's going to be...
Power low.
That's going to be outside. I can sort my battery out here now. And I can put that back in the angle grinder. So I do need the angle grinder very quickly. Need to fix this. I'm not quite sure which part did I use over here. Your window corner 2. Which is that one. There we go. Crisis is averted. I think there's little end cap things you can put on those. But otherwise, except for that little part over here, I'll grab some iron sheets for that. And that should be 100% sealed in here. Yep, looking good. Don't miss any of those windows. I've got those two. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's put these straight away. Where'd you go? And just the one glass. Do I have any glass in here? No. There we go, all my toys are away. But yeah. Okay, that's because we don't have this connected fully. Make a laptop. I can if I have some steel. There's the steel. Ah. So I got a few ideas on how to warm this all up. Obviously we need to get a whole load of pipes in here and vents so that we've got proper network in here. Now I think I'm just going to do it along the walls with vents along the walls there. Because as this warms up, we're going to end up with a shit ton of pressure in here, and I think we should avoid that. Things will start exploding. It'll be chaos. We don't want that. So we're going to have to put some overpressure protection in here while we warm it all up. No, you can stop. Stop. Now I've got chip. Oops. Motherboard, not the chip. Yeah, that'll do. Import. Why are you weird? There we go. Okay, so we got the sensor and we got the solar panel. So we need to get a chip there talking to this chip here that's not plugged in. And I don't even think it's the right one. So what I want to do is, instead of completely joining those networks up, which we can, it's right there, we're going to use the data channels on the cable, and that will help us later on as well, because this will end up being like the main cable. So anytime that we want to use vertical data from the daylight sensor or any other data that we want from the daylight sensor, we can just save it to the different channels on this cable and pick it up where we need it. So to do that, we're just going to use the vertical data. We're going to use that to actually automate our grow light. Now normally I would just use a normal script, very simple one. Sleep for, like, turn on the light, sleep for 600 ticks, turn off the light, sleep for 300 ticks. And that gives us the perfect 10-minute on, 5-minute off cycle. Really good for Vulcan or Venus, where your base is completely closed, you don't have windows, not a problem. We do have windows, and the plants do get some sunlight during the day. It's not great, but it still counts towards the amount of sun they're getting. So we need to try and make sure that either they don't get that sun, or the grow light is augmenting that sun. So we're going to use the vertical data, and we're just going to save that to T.U.B.E, and I need to just confirm. That's the lower side, just connection, which I think is 1. We can double check. Full housing. Then we want the connection. So the data input side is 0 and the connection side is 1. So I want to save that to 1. And we want to save that to channel 0. And we want to save R0. So that will save that to the data channel 0. On the cable, it's connected to port number 1 on the housing. And that's all we have to do there. So we'll confirm that. We can export that. So we now should be able to access the vertical data from the daylight sensor anywhere on this cable network, which is perfect. Now I do need to connect that side and that side. Okay, side we go. I still have low oxygen. Oh no, now it's gone. That's really weird. I'm not inside yet. Let's open that so we're not using our oxygen.
Air tank critical.
We will open that too while I'm remembering. Okay, so don't have cables. Oh dear.
Oxygen low.
Let's go get some
Oxygen
cables.
critical.
Oxygen's okay. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of pressure in there. I'm not too worried about that. Because when the pressure's fine out here, we'll inject a bit of carbon dioxide from over there. We can just filter that and pump it in here hot. Doesn't matter. And that will be enough for the plants. And then we can start to pull down some of this structure. And our box will be gone. I didn't do this one. Are you going to be iron? Yep. Are there any others? Speak now, forever hold your peace. No? Okay. I was holding okay. But I need some cables. And then we do need to look and see how we can get an airlock to fit inside that. I think we're going to be pushing it. And the sides of the walls aren't straight, so I'm not quite sure if we'll get a console in. It's already had a half in there. Well, the laptop just comes to me. Okay, so I need the data side on that side. And it was the right housing. Clearly I had some foresight. Okay, that side is connected. I do kind of need to connect the other side, don't I? Okay, it's about the... Looks good. Move a spare chip. I need a chip. I need a chip. Okay, I'll print one in a second. So run channel 0 here. So I'm just going to amend this. Load into R0. Now it's going to be wrong. So we want the grow light, and that's how you spell grow. Go on. Well, that's all we need. There's no other, because we've already done it. We've got our vertical data. I mean, if we wanted to, we could alias sol angle. No, I can't. I can't. That's fine. Loading R0 from DB1. Now we're on the opposite. No, we're not. No, it will be DB1. So that's all we need. Now, we're kind of going to make bit of a clock using the solar angle. So straight up is 0. We've got 90 degrees on each horizon. Straight down, theoretically, it's like 180. Should open that and have a drink. Otherwise it's going to start blaring at us. And I have a potato. I thought I had a potato. There's a place in here where all these potatoes are just gonna appear at some point. So I feel like every time I come in here, cook a new potato. Anyway, I digress. Straight up is 0. So there's 360 degrees in a circle. There's 20 minutes in a day. That means there's...
Hunger caution.
what, 18 degrees to a minute. And we want... is it 18 degrees
Power
to a
low.
minute? Yes. So we want 10 minutes. At least. Of light. And 5 minutes of no light. So that's 180 degrees and 90 degrees. We've still got 5 minutes we're not doing anything with. So we can add a little bit onto each, and the plants don't seem to mind that. And what we want to try and do is split that time evenly. The best way to do that is to do that from the middle of the day. So if the middle of the day is 0, and we're going to add an extra 2.5 minutes to our 10, so that's 12.5 minutes, and 18 degrees, that's about 250 degrees, I think. Let me check my calculator. Okay, we're close. 225 degrees. Split that in half. That is 112.5 degrees. So, as long as the daylight sensor is showing less than 112.5 degrees, we should get all the time that we need, or you know, those 12.5 minutes of light. So hopefully this works. So we want save lesson R0 112.5. We want to save batch. Oh, I didn't hit save before. Oops. Anyway, very light on R0. So I don't need you. And I just need you to say grow light. And we don't need to load in. Yeah. No, we do need to load that in. And jump to start. And this way now, also, we can use this tip to do other things in here if we want. Whereas if you're doing the script where it just sleeps for the set amount of time, then switches back on again. You can't do anything else on that chip. It's only doing this. So, yeah, hopefully this works. And poor potatoes don't get too stressed. So confirm. I'll go get a chip quickly. Is that up? Any temperature change in here at all? Sun is not particularly strong, so I think we're gonna be using our furnace to heat this up, I think. We'll switch you off because you do eat up a bit of power. And export you. Plug you in there. Switch you on. Nothing to configure. Light comes on. Now the real trick will be it switching off. All these. I have been stockpiling some seeds, so we can expand this, but at the moment, so I don't have a lot of carbon dioxide. No super reliable way to get more, except filtering our off gases over there.
Anti-critical.
Yeah, we need to switch you on. Harvest some out of here. Swap you over. Probably recharge you. You're okay. Full. Or empty. You've done a good job. Here we go. Automated greenhouse. Like the rest of it, far from automated. But we don't need to. Not yet. We're going to upgrade our printers and stuff. There's a few things in the pipe printer that I think we need, so I might get onto that. We got a... I don't know what these cost. Oh, I didn't eat. I probably should have drank again too. I'll grab one of these. I'll grab a wireless battery for my light. Running out of things. This over here. Oh, that's weird. I can park it that way, but I can't park it that way. Okay. It's charging that. Okay, some real light now. Release better light. Too shabby. Now, because 112.5 degrees is below the horizon, this will stay on a little bit into dark. So I should switch off in a second. Or not. We'll come back. Hopefully it switches off. So I want the upgrade for the pipe bender. I need more steel. I don't think I have enough stuff for steel. I do not. So we'll have to go mining. What can I do with the pipe bender as it is? I want a pressure regulator, which I know I can print. I actually have a pressure regulator. I can take off that. I want a couple of active vents. Can't use those ones yet. I still need them to get in and out. A couple of normal vents. Pipes. We're in a total of 2.
Hunger critical.
Yeah, I'll go get some food. Need steel for that. It's in here. One more. There it is. A tiny little bit of steel. No silicon in there. I shouldn't need too much. Grab 2 more. Now that I've emptied this out. Oh, in there. Can I make a console? Gold and copper? Both? Yeah, one thing I've really struggled with on this map is just finding resources. On Vulcan, they're everywhere and plentiful. Here you really have to search. Okay, you got an advanced airlock. Need a sensor. And that should be a complete airlock kit. I don't think I'm going to fit in here. So let's start with the console. Oh no, the console fits in quite nicely into that little bit of window. Oh, I think I'm going to be surprised. I need gas sensor. And let's just toss that on the floor. Although I can tuck it in. Right. Okay. Is this looking good? That's everything I need in here. I do need to put a vent in. Let's put it in over there. One for the outside. Yep, definitely maintaining a vacuum in there. Got a 9-degree difference between inside and out. Oh, this is where I'm going to have a problem. I can't. Oh, that's going to be really slow. But, oh, check that out. Just fits. It does not look good. But that's fine. I'm still more than happy with function over form. We got an airlock in this little thing. Epic. Get it cabled up after I have some food and drink. Need a sheet of glass. You have an airlock. Okay, drink. Didn't switch off. Just make sure that these are all still thriving. Yeah, I'm sorry, we should have eaten earlier. I get hungry. I should be using those potatoes. Here we go. We are fed. So I'm going to grab a couple of vents here. My battery's fine now that I'm not using my light. Now I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to do it anyway. We'll do it over here. Switch these off. Using all my power. Yeah, I've got a cable running that way anyway. I'll pop this one just outside, facing the other way. And in between, just want to put a back pressure regulator, and of course it's going to be wrong. Should do it over here then. Cable does run outside. Let's do it here and be backwards. I can tuck it I've got enough pipe. I don't. Switch it on. Can I? That's the wrong one. So I'll fix that in a second. Big gap down there. I can jam this from the side. This one. We'll come out here anyway. Gotta weld all these up. I found some iron, so I have to dig under the base. Was that or a proper mining trip? I stand by my choice. This one is wrong. Okay. So now we can't. No, that's right. We need that pressure. Set that to 75. Kind of switch it on. Sort of. Really? Okay, let's go the other way. Just to make it look even better. Only temporary. I really do have to remember that you can right click. The muscle memory just automatically drags. Ooh. Yeah, we're so close. Oh, annoying. It's funny, I've been streaming a little bit of Minecraft and going back into Stationeers. I've been trying to use like Minecraft shortcuts and stuff, which obviously doesn't work. Not even a little bit. Okay, so this is now set back to 75. Perfect. So I've got a few more pipes. couple of radiators. I think I've got radiators still floating around down here somewhere. There we go. 2 pipe valves and a radiator. A few more pipes, we can run that bad boy over here. I could even start to fill it with CO2 and just filter out. Filter out the CO2, pump everything back in. Work. Pressure regulator over there, but I think we just want to pump. Grab some filters, some carbon dioxide ones. I'll use this bit of iron. I mean, at this point, I'm totally winging it. I think pumping the CO2 from in there will be the best, because I need that in here anyway, for the plants. I'll grab the Atmospherics kit from in there. What do radiators cost? Oh, they're very cheap. So I'll get like, I don't know, 3 or 4 more as well. If this doesn't work, or if I still need some more, I can just pump the rest of that through a loop with some of those in it. Okay. Dismantle this bad boy. Very basic. Yeah, it did what it needed to do. These are still thriving. So I had to switch this on once. So the system works. Let's try and do that with an empty hand. There we go. Full potato. Really in dire need of taking my suit off. Day 35 and I haven't done that yet. Okay, so gonna need some more cables. So we'll just try and do that over here. I think 10's gonna be enough. Then I need some pipes. Print off all that and use up the last of our steel. Okay, so I want a filtration in at the back. Out the front is fine. That's in a straight line. And then I'll just be pumping that side. To where it needs to go. Okay, you can stop now. I guess they stayed mostly in a nice controlled area. Okay, just need to run power to you, I don't need the rest of it. away. Grab you. Done. I notice the gravity's a bit different in a room versus not in a room, or is it just me? It'd just be me. I'm gonna use one. Yes, I can hook it straight up. I need a pump. Wait, I prepared earlier. Even goes the right way. Got a filter. Got some cables. Yeah, it's just going to help the throughput as well. So the less pressure you have here and here, the faster everything moves through here. So keep that in mind, and that's the reason why this bad boy in here was so slow. There was no pressure differential anywhere. The input and the output were equal, but here, the input's going to be like, I don't know, 15 megapascals or something, and the output's only going to be like 10. Well, what are we in the room? 47 kilopascals, and we're actually at 139 degrees in here, minus 139 degrees. So we are getting some heating from the sun. It's good to know. It's definitely not a lot. Probably completely negated by me opening and closing the door. But for the greater good. You and you. Let's run you down. I'm currently in Scotland, in Angus, and nothing has really prepared me for how early the sun sets, and it's getting earlier every day. So I'm currently recording this at 20 past 4, and the sun is gone. It is not there anymore. So yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm now sitting here in the dark recording this because I can't really get up and go switch on a light. Okay, you're hooked up. You're hooked up. You're happy. We'll just crank that. We've got a lot of CO2 in there. I mean, we've also got oxygen and nitrogen. I wonder, why don't I just flip this around and just keep the pollutant? I mean, I can do it in stages as well. I can do CO2 and nitrogen. Bit of a sort of waste. And then I can do the oxygen separate. Okay. Geez, that's processing 6 moles. It's pretty good. It's cold enough in here that we've got the carbon dioxide falling from the sky. Oh god. I'm gonna get knocked out. Yep. How's that going here? So we got a lot going on. Temperature's coming up nicely. Pressure's also coming up, so like, it's not too bad. We just got all the CO2's freezing. I think this will work quite nicely. I do also have the ability to grab these I was in here, I still had some pipes. Can I get close enough to grab them? Yep. Take these couple here too. Oh, one. There you go, we got some heating there too. So that's going to start bringing the temperature down as well. That's fine. I can always go throw some more volatiles and oxide in there. Go down 2 megapascals. We've got pressure coming up in here. When all this starts... Oh, hang on. I need to turn in my mining belt. Any other ice in here? No. This is going to start melting and evaporating as well, which will have a cooling effect. Can't really stop that. It's pretty cool though. And a perfectly great way to remove certain gases from your atmosphere. Just freeze it. But yeah, every little bit that's coming into here is instantly freezing. We're down to minus 90 in some places. Minus 96 there. Minus 95. Minus 98 on this side. Still, okay, we're still at minus 100 down here. We are doing a lot of localized cooling. Temperature on this is just plummeting. Like I said, I can go and give it a boost. While that's going, and it's not really a huge danger, I do want some more cables. We do have a power problem. We either need bigger windmills, more windmills. Well, that might be enough. Where two more? There we go. Over here. Now, I would like to get an APC in here somewhere. To side. Cables in here are a bit weird. You can't. Can I go there? No, I can't go there. I can go here though. Can I go that way? Yes. Okay. So I better have gone this way. Give me my credits. Blue. So I could go somewhere along there. We're down here now. Still falling from the skies. We're down to minus 50. Pressure's up. I haven't turned that on. Hopefully that can keep up. If it doesn't, it's okay. I don't think we're going to hit kind of pressures that will scare the crap out of me. I'm just conscious we're dragging on a little bit here. I need to. So it's kind of just hanging out there. Can I connect? Get close enough. Second. Nice. It's a bit messy. Come on. That's the one I want. Maybe I'm in the right spot. No. It'll make me go outside. Don't want to go outside. Is the door in the right spot? Oh no, there we go. So these are a little impractical. Just a little. You can make it work though. This way, this way. I can run down there. What am I doing? I just can't run through there. Yeah, of course. Oh, yes, that should intersect that one. Yeah, we're at 90 kilopascals in here. Okay. Do that. Anyway, we've got some power to this now. What it's called. Let's connect it. This one here is not. Is that? Oh, it is. Okay. Not as clean as I would have hoped, but it looks alright. Take that one out. You can't get away from having things on top. There's not really a way to cover it with the T.U.B.E mod that I've found. Do I have power up there? No. Why don't I have power up there? Oh, because that one there does not connect. No, it should.
Hydration critical.
Perfect. At least got an airlock there. All the CO2 melted. We're in positive numbers over here. Okay, let me switch that off for a second. Holy crap, this is down to 400 degrees. These radiators are doing a good job. You have to be careful though. I will get to a point where the pollutant will start to liquefy. Okay. I'm going to get a drink. We've got a fully pressurized dome that's warm. Got an automated grow light. We've got a way of heating this and bringing in the gases that we need to grow our plants. I'm going to get a drink, have some food, and I think that is going to be all the time that we have. I'm also going to actually take my suit off and just bathe in here for a minute. They're all thriving. Got happy plants. Need to have a happy potato. Okay, I've got no water. I do need to be careful. And floor potato. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed the series and this video, please don't forget to hit like bottom of the page, subscribe to the channel. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything. It helps us out a great deal. And if you're really enjoying this, head over to Twitch. I do stream Stationeers over there as well. You can hit like and follow me over there. Until next time, thank you so much, and take it easy.